shooting Calypso taught me two things mainly. The first thing is this film, on paper, it would have been impossible to do, but we were able to make it. The first thing I learned is no matter how hard it looks like at the beginning, when the ball is rolling, it's gonna take you somewhere.
Ready to shoot. Rolling!
Wait, I'm wide.
The second thing that Calypso taught me, certainly, is keep it simple. Some of the best scenes that came out of this film are very simple. In a film, as in our life, reality is not necessarily complex. It can tell us a lot even with simple details. I think the main theme of the history of the meeting between Ulysses and Calypso is compromise. So what are you willing to risk and what are you ready to risk in order to look for something else, which is not necessarily better, but it's something different. It's something that attracts you. Within the whole time that Ulysses spends there, he still feels the drive, the hook to look for something different. In that case, is to look for his home, even though he doesn't remember what it is exactly.
Are we in the desert?
In the original Odyssey, Ulysses is living in a very different Ojija, the place where Calypso lives. Clearly, we had to adapt the story. It's not a historical film, necessarily. In our film, it's based in some sort of post-apocalyptic contemporary time. You see a car right at the beginning of the film, you see a mobile phone. We don't know exactly when it's set on time, but we see a lot of elements of modern life.
I'd say about 20 miles outside of Phoenix.
It's been a pretty challenging production from every single point of view.
It's driving me crazy.
What's going on?
Like, seems the battery's not charging. And with no batteries, we have no camera. With no camera, we have no movie. But it's alright. We'll figure it out.
The support of Michele Placido as executive producer has been definitely be the key to being able to do this film. But then every single person involved in the crew, starting from Alessandro Giuliano of the Desert Yacht Club, who allowed us to film in his amazing location, and then every single department lived almost the life that Ulysses was living in the location for the entire shooting of the film. The most visible results that has been achieved are probably in the production design, and I think it's the most obvious thing that will reach the audience.
We can make it home! I'm coming back in, and I want to see you guys working! Everybody, we're going home! Land home!
The boat, that it's one of the central scenes of our film, makes that place probably the third main character of the film. I think in Calypso, there are Ulysses, Calypso, and the desert as main characters. Alexander Roberts as Ulysses and Natalie Merchant as Calypso. They are the key of the film. They are what support the film entirely. There are many scenes that I feel extremely attached to, but most than anything else. The scene where Ulysses imagined to fight with the wolves, where we pretty much destroyed the whole set, and then we had to rebuild it once again. That was almost a relief of the stress of the whole crew. That was really fun to shoot. I think that today we're all used to live some kind of unsafe, uncertain reality, that if we would find a beautiful place like Ojija of the original Odyssey, we would probably end up staying there no matter what.